Certified most accurate by Weather Rate. Now your First Warn 5 forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bryan Bachman.
Well, good Monday evening to you, mid-Michigan. Ready or not, here it comes. And even if it sounds like an April Fool's joke, I assure you it's not. An April winter storm coming our way for tomorrow, lasting into Wednesday. And we're going to have just about everything, including the kitchen sink, thrown at us. So let's dive right in here tonight. Here's your First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar live from MBS. Now, for as active of a picture as this looks, this is really just what I'll call the shot across the bow for Mother Nature tonight. There are snow showers developing overhead, but the air is still so dry here at the surface that none of that is reaching the ground outside of a widely isolated flurry, and that trend will take us into the start of tomorrow morning, but we will not fare nearly as lucky as we head into the balance of our Tuesday. Taking a look outside tonight, we'll head to downtown Saginaw where it remains tranquil, the literal calm before the storm. 39 degrees right now. That's what it actually feels like thanks to a calm wind. The barometer holding steady right around the 30-inch mark, but that is going to start to plummet quickly as we head into midday Tuesday and into our afternoon as well. Looking at the temperatures around the region tonight, a lot of us hanging on to middle if not upper 30s. 35 for Midland, 37 right now in Mount Pleasant. Heading south to I-69, Flint, you're at 36 degrees. Owasso, 37, and a mixture of middle and upper 30s, not just across the thumb, but into our northern bay locations as well. And it's going to be these temperatures and exactly where we get the sub-freezing air versus the temperatures above 32 tomorrow that's going to dictate exactly what types of precipitation we see. Winds are also going to be a factor, but like we said, literal calm before the storm right now. Many locations, in fact, still reporting calm winds, but they're starting to kind of be more varied in their direction, though they'll get on more of a northeasterly trend as that storm approaches tomorrow. So here's the First Warn 5 Sky Tracker. Let's pop it up full screen now for you. We'll break this down. We got a cold frontal boundary parked right over the southern half, really, of the lower peninsula. And you can see it's providing that focal point for that swath of snow that's running well out ahead of the storm. That's really going to be inconsequential for us. What is going to be the major player here is that area of low pressure you see emerging into western Kansas tonight. That is going to cut across Kansas, Missouri, and then ultimately into northern Indiana and Ohio as we head into the second half of our Tuesday. It's going to put us on the northern and thus colder side of the storm. However, because the low is also going to be tracking so close to us, we're more than likely going to be sitting right on the dividing line between the liquid and frozen precipitation. So here it is broken down hour by hour. Your First Warn 5 hour by hour forecast starting you off at midnight. Still overcast, guys. Again, some of those snow showers or very light sprinkles trying to reach the ground, but still that dry air winning out. Temps gradually working their way into the low 30s by morning. A bit of a positive trend emerging in some of the more recent data is that we may be delaying the onset of this first wave of scattered rain and snow shower activity, but I would still bank on by mid-morning along I-69, maybe even into the Alma area, of seeing a few rain or snow showers. What starts as a wintry mix, even through lunchtime, you can see it becomes a bit more broken up, quickly becomes a rain component from about the Tri-Cities on south. You see how temperatures get up into the middle and upper 30s from about the bay on southward. So you can expect more of a lean into the liquid precipitation while everybody on the north side of the bay into the middle of the afternoon sees a steady snow breakout. And you see that pink line there too. That's going to be where we see that demarcation between the rain and the snow. Could even see some freezing rain in some of those areas. So from Mount Pleasant to Midland, Bay City, even the Saginaw area, and right to the southern half of Huron County, you're going to be right on that dividing line. Everybody north of there sees snow, while everybody south of there sees not just rain, but with some of those heavier bands, we may even hear a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow evening in the southern half of the area before eventually everyone finally sees a transition back over to all snow into early Wednesday morning, which gradually will then taper off. So as far as the snowfall totals are concerned, inch or less for you folks in Flint, I-69, most of the thumb. 1 to 3 for the Tri-Cities, locally up to 4, Mount Pleasant, Alma included, northern thumb as well. 4 to 8, Clare, Standish, Sterling, and even into the Gladwin area. 8 to as much as a foot in places like Houghton Lake, West Branch, Rose City. And you folks in far northern Alcona County could easily be talking about a foot or more. And if that weren't enough, I mentioned the threat of a few rumbles of thunder, and especially in the southern half of the area. Some of those thunderstorms just to our south could even be severe. Looking ahead toward Wednesday, we start to improve, but some lingering snow showers. 34 the high. It sets us off on a very cold pattern that'll take us into the weekend. So, you know, Meg, I guess it just wouldn't be Loon's opening day without cold weather and at least the chance for a few snow showers.